She lived life the way she wanted to and made her dreams come true.
Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini, and I'm a spiritual worker, tarot reader, and sound healer. Welcome to your Pick a Card Tarot reading for divine guidance regarding what you need right now. We're going to look at overall energy, spiritual guidance, love, money, career, and we're going to close with a spirit animal card to see what spirit animal is coming to you right now, bringing you strength, resilience, and inspiration. If there's anything in this reading that is helpful to you or that you enjoy, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Also, keep in mind that the messages that you will hear in this reading are general, so take what resonates. And yeah, I think that's it. So I am going to go ahead and put up the image for you to select your group, and I will see you at your reading.
Close your eyes and take a deep, cleansing breath. As you open your eyes, see which group you're naturally most drawn to. If you need to, you can pause the video. You can take your time with this, but there's no need to overthink it. When you're ready, I'll see you at your reading.
All right, group one, let's go ahead and see what message Divine has for you for your spiritual guidance. All right, a new romantic cycle begins. I'm getting wheel energy and also Ace of Cups into a Two of Cups, because that's the most important thing when we have love that's coming to us, or a romantic situation that's coming to us. The most important thing is to make sure that it's built on a foundation of self-love. So you want to make sure that you are nurturing yourself at this time, that you're pampering yourself, you're being really, really gentle as you look at the things that you've done in the past, the choices that you've made in the past. Be compassionate with yourself, because when you're building something with another person, you want to do it from a very stable perspective within your own rights and your own energy. So you want to feel like, okay, yeah, I'm giving myself the benefit of the doubt. You may not have made all of the right choices. Did any of us? Absolutely not. And so what you're realizing is that you have to give yourself mercy when you review what you've done in the past in order to set up the best situation for yourself in the present and future. Okay? So be gentle with yourself and understand that the things that didn't go as you had planned with your previous romantic partners and connections, that was just meant to be a lesson. And that's exactly what it was. You have learned so very much, okay? All right, for health and for well-being, you've got second opinion. So there's something that you have heard from someone else as far as advice or a recommendation. And Divine is saying to check that out, to back that up with a second opinion. You'll want to connect with another caregiver or another person who is very knowledgeable about health and well-being and wellness and nutrition, and just make sure that you're getting a second opinion on something that's needed for you. It may be something that was recommended by a medical professional, and in that case it's kind of like the more the merrier to a certain extent. So you want to make sure that if you are getting advice from a medical professional, that you are connecting with another one as well, just to make sure that you've got a couple of different perspectives going on and that you're able to take what they've both said and determine what's best for you. Okay? All right, we're going to take a look at what you need and the lessons that are coming to you right now, and the outcome that awaits you. Okay, so we're gonna ask what you need. Divine, what does group 1 need? What are the lessons and the outcomes? I love how those came out. That's awesome. Okay, so for what you need, Divine is saying generosity, reciprocity. You need to be treated with respect. And so this involves, this is related to money and wealth, because this is Pentacles energy. So Divine is saying that with your wealth, with your job, to open up to the reciprocity that awaits you, okay? There's something that you've been feeling slighted on. There's something that you've been feeling like it didn't play out in a very fair manner, and it's going to be readjusted or restored. That energy that you feel that you lost, that you were either cheated out of, or it just didn't play out in the way that was right. Divine is saying that it was right at the time. You may not see that right now, but it was right at the time. And so now, because of the energy that you've put into really wanting to move forward, that has built your character, that has built your strength. And so that energy is going to be restored to you. Okay? All right. There is a blockage, and that is anxiety or worry and fear. And so with that 9 of Swords, Divine is saying to open up to your peace, to open up to your freedom. This can play out as sleepless nights, or really feeling bogged down with your thoughts and just a heavy energy. Just walking around and feeling like, ugh, that's how this energy sort of plays out. And yeah, so Divine is saying that your strength is coming to you. And to tap into it, it's not just about waiting for something to come to you. It's about also recognizing that you have strength already within you. It's not something that you have to look for outside of you, or, out there somewhere. I feel like you may have been looking for some comforts lately, and that's completely normal, because humans want to be comforted. We want to feel good, and we should feel good, right? But there are those moments, those phases that we go through where we don't feel completely aligned, and that's okay. It's about giving yourself the time and patience that you need in order to come into alignment, okay? Because that process is happening, and it's because of your strength, and that's going to reduce a lot of that anxiety that you've been feeling, that discomfort, that sadness, okay, that fear. Let's see. Divine is saying that you need movements, okay? And I'm seeing movement of energy, like things. When we say like on and popping, like it's on and popping, like Divine wants some of that energy into your life. And it's moving in, it's coming in. But what's happening is that you're being, there's like a requirement now that you align with this energy of flow, okay? So Divine is saying that things that you've been wanting to manifest, and that you've been wanting to, like people that you've been wanting to hear from, things that you've wanted to see come into fruition, what's necessary is for you to align with the frequency of flow. So just let it flow. Don't worry about what it looks like or how it manifests for you, how it all plays out. Release that need for control and know that what's due to you is coming to you, and it will come to you in the very best way. Okay, so you can trust that. The lesson here is temperance and learning how to balance, learning how to bring balance to your life. Also feeling confident in your ability to manifest. I'm seeing alchemy happen and manifestation, and you taking certain frequencies and transforming them into other, like, really adjusting your vibration, doing that work that's necessary in order to align yourself to the frequency that you want to be at, where you're not waiting for somebody else to do it. You're doing it on your own. And what feels like it's a struggle, it's like, come to it and say, okay, is there something that I need to do? This might be a point where I need to rest. I see you resting. I see you no longer pushing so hard to the point of frustration, because there's a balance, there's a fine line there. That temperance, knowing when to rest and when to work. And that is when we really start to see alchemy take place, okay, in our lives. And then, the outcome is the star, your healing. I also see recognition. I see you like literally feeling like having some moments of recognition. Like some people would say like celebrity or something like that, but it's not really at that level where you're not pushing too hard. You're not going to the point of like obsession over being recognized, but you're able to honor when someone does congratulate you, and that's star energy. It's healing. And it's also gonna feel like, wow, all of this work that you've done, you're gonna see that it is being recognized, it's being observed. Because there's a point in time that you have gone through where it's like you were working and you just didn't feel like anybody was looking or watching or noticing. But now you're stepping into a different zone, and that is your star zone. Okay, you are a star. All right, let's see, for your need. Divine is saying that you're in need of new energy coming in. But here's the thing, I feel like you are reconnecting with someone that you have known in the past, but they are learning lessons. Okay, so I see this as like a cyclical kind of thing where you have connected with someone in the past, put effort into your connection with this person, and it just didn't work out, and now it's like cycling back around. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so Divine has the outcome as the moon. So I feel like there's something still very hidden there. There's something that is, and I see you kind of moving into the shadows and kind of like avoiding this energy. If there is something returning to you in your life that you feel like didn't work before, you have the wisdom now. The wisdom to understand and to recognize a cycle. It feels karmic to me. Okay, so I feel like there's someone coming back into your life that doesn't belong there at this time. Okay, it may not even be until yours next lifetime where you are, in a different state of mind. And particularly because I feel like you're working and you're doing the necessary things to evolve, and it's just like they are working as well, but it's not at the pace that is going to help you guys align at the same frequency. For the lesson, so the lesson here is Page of Swords, and I feel like this is about you moving in a different direction and coming up with your own ideas of what's right for you, and not feeling bound by anyone else's opinions or ideas or anything. Okay, you're doing what's right for you. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards for love. So let's see what Spirit gives us for love. And we'll look at the conflict, lesson, and outcome. Okay. So for your love card, you've got watch out. There's some energy around you that you'll want to say, okay, we've been here before. What are you doing here again? I feel like somebody's coming back. And yeah, I saw that before with that wheel card. So I definitely see someone returning. But it's like an energy of, why are you here? What are you doing here? And what I'm getting is to limit communication. So if you exchange words, there's no need to feel guilty about that, because a lot of people do the no contact thing, you know, when they're trying to avoid a karmic situation or someone who is bringing negativity back into their life. I feel like words will be exchanged, but it will be minimal, and it should be. That's what I'm getting. Okay, for the conflict, you've got Two of Pentacles. This is about not knowing not only which direction to go into, but I see even more so like where to give your energy. This love relationship has really brought you to a place where you're questioning, why am I giving so much of my energy to this? And I feel like you're wanting to feel more balanced. You're wanting to feel more nurtured. And Divine is saying to begin by nurturing yourself. And the connections that you want to attract will come to you as you nurture yourself. That is most important at this time, to nurture yourself. For your lesson, you've got Queen of Cups. This is about getting in touch with what you truly want. What is right for you? What is it that you desire most? Maybe you want to have a different role in your relationship, in the relationship that you're manifesting. This is about really deciding what you want in love. How do you want to feel in your love relationship? What kind of vibe do you want there to be? You know? Really getting in touch and in tune with what's right for you. And then for your solution, you've got Ace of Cups. So what I'm getting there is it's all about, it starts with you. It starts with you. It starts with how you see yourself, how you view your own energy. You know, there's a need to honor yourself. And to recognize your beauty and your wonder. Okay? That's going to help attract so much good energy, so many good vibes. All right, I'm pulling a card for money, and then we'll clarify. Okay. And I'm going to look at conflict, lesson, and solution. Conflict, resolution. Lesson and solution. All right, so the card you've got for money is options. And it's so funny because you've got also 7 of Cups down here. So definitely what you're going through is that you're like, oh, I love it all. I love this, I love that, I love this, I love that. Some of you are feeling a little more like, okay, I've got all of these options on the table, but I don't know which one to take. And in that case, Divine is saying to go with what you love. What is it that moves your soul? What is it that gives you butterflies? Go with that. Yeah, but you've got options. I feel like sometimes bounty or, so many things that were being offered by the universe at the time, it almost feels like a curse because you're like, well, how am I supposed to know what is right for me? And the right answer is always, it's so much easier than we make it. It's so much simpler than we make it. It's always what feels right. It's every time. But we make it harder. Well, this one pays more and this one has better hours, but this one has this benefit. Okay, well, you know what? What feels good to you? What feels right? That's what you're supposed to go with. Okay, so remember that when you're faced with options at this time. Okay. All right, we're going to go close with a spirit animal card. All right. Ooh, you've got Black Panther. I love this one. I'm a Marvel girl, and DC really. I love comics, period, but I love Black Panther. So yeah, you've got this energy of independence and common, grounded, just good common sense. Okay, so the energy of like cleverness, being clever is coming to you. So some things that you have been wondering how to figure out, how to make it work, you're going to figure it out, but it's going to seem so simple because that's how common sense is. It just feels simple to us and fascinating. So you're going to reconnect with the wonder of your life. I feel like you may have stepped away from having fun, from making those little miracles every single day of just going outside and feeling the breeze on your face, or riding down the highway and putting the windows down and just letting that energy flow in, or feeling the sun shine down on you. So you're going to reconnect with the wonder around you. Okay, but anyway, your card says you're being guided to observe your surroundings and keep your own counsel. So you are your own best advisor. There might be people around you who are trying to, get in your ear and give you advice. You know best. And sometimes other people really do help us. But right now, your wisdom is what you really need, your own wisdom. Find clarity and then express your inner and outer beauty to the world. So you're going to start radiating your light and your beauty to the world. And I feel like this is something that you've really done all your life, but you're connecting with the reality of it. You are giving yourself credit for your beauty and for that light that you have within you that is so unique and so divine. Okay? Pounce, I like that. Pounce on the opportunities that feed your soul with purpose and passion. Yeah, because that's what I was saying, like with those choices, go with what feels right. Go with your passion. What feels good. Awaken now to your personal powers, talents, and freedom. You are so free, and you are aligning with that freedom. Okay? All right. I hope that this reading was helpful, Group 1, and I hope that you'll also tune in to your healing sound bath meditation. It's going to be very good to help you align with your life's purpose, or realign with your life's purpose. So I hope you enjoy, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care. Hello, group 2. Let's go ahead and see what message Divine has for your spiritual guidance at this time. All right, surrender to the divine. So I feel like there's been some concern, some worry, some doubt, some fear about how things are going to play out. And what I'm getting is like A to B, point A to B. So there's something that you feel like you have figured out what needs to happen, but you're just wondering in your mind, how is it going to play out? And when you look at things with your physical eyes, you're like, I don't see how this is going to happen. But divine is saying to trust in the divine, to trust in your source energy that lives and moves and dwells within you every single day. And it is the source of your inspiration and your motivation. So know that those things that you are motivated to do, divine is going to get you there. Your higher self is going to lead you to that place that you need to be in. So there's no need to doubt. You got it. You got it. Yeah. All right, for self-care and well-being, you've got organic food. So divine is pushing you in the direction of eating organically and eating foods that really kind of make you feel alive. Okay, so there of course are things that make us feel like we are, oh, let me grab this other deck, sorry. Like we are, you know, doing okay with our schedule and it's quick and it's easy. But sometimes there is a price that we pay when we have that convenience. So just do what you can to incorporate more healthy, organically grown foods, okay? And that's going to help your vibration as well, because you're going to feel cleaner on the inside as far as your well-being is concerned and your physical health. Okay, I am going to lay some cards to see what is needed right now, what you need right now. And, okay, all right, yeah, Ashe. And then we're going to take a look at the lessons that are involved. And, yeah, I'm pulling from 3 decks, so we can get some good clarification, okay? All right, what are the lessons, divine? Oh, perfect, 3 cards. And last deck for your outcome. For group 2. Okay. All right. So for what you need, divine is saying 3 of Swords, and what I'm getting here is, yeah, that goes right along with this Star card where divine is saying there's healing that's needed from a sense of grief, a sense of suffering. You may have suffered, I'm seeing like separation, where you have parted ways with a person that you were very closely connected to energetically. For some of you, this is a family member. For some of you, this is a romantic partner, okay? But there's a need to review these emotions that you're having, these feelings of sorrow and grief, because it is not yet healed. And divine is reminding you that healing is cyclical. So you may feel like, okay, I've been here before, I have processed things, I have cried, I have journaled, I have done all the things, right? But divine is saying that this is for you. This is about where you are. So you are worth this experience of going through these steps to heal yourself of the pain that you have suffered from this loss. And this loss is real. You know, it's like it has hit you in a different way than most experiences. And so please understand that that does not make you weak. That makes you human. And this is a beautiful human experience as well. We talk about the spirituality of everything and ascending and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, our humanity is beautiful too. So that grief that you feel, it is a very human experience. And as you heal it, you are going to transform it into the ability to connect with other people with their pain and help bring them healing as well. For your outcome, you have the High Priestess. I see you as a healer. I feel like you're a healer. I feel like you are really deeply connected to your divine source energy, and you have a very strong hold on, or a grasp, a good grasp on what's meant for you. And so all you have to do is trust that. Okay, anytime you tap into it, that knowledge, that understanding will be there for you. It's your gift. It's one of your many gifts. For what you need, you have Three of Wands, which is Three of Wands. With this deck, this is the Field Tarot, and sometimes the names are a little bit different. So, but Three of Wands is Three of Wands. So what's necessary here is vision. So Divine is saying to plan, to be willing to open up to the vision of what you want. Like, there's no need to limit what you feel you can manifest. I feel like you've been putting a cap on what you can do. And there's no need for that. Yeah, and this is manifesting itself through like fear. Fear of not achieving what you want to achieve. Fear of not attaining what you want to attain, what you want to accomplish. You have so much power within you that there's no need to doubt it at all. For your outcome, you have King of Coins. So what will come of this courage that you are gathering within yourself is stability and wealth that is both abundant and very steady. This isn't like a quick windfall where it's easy peasy and then it's like, you know, okay, what now? No, this is a slow and steady process. So if you feel like something is moving too slowly, just know that it's moving at just the right pace, because it's something that is going to last. It's built to last. For what you need, you have Princess of Discs, which is Princess of Pentacles, manifestation. So this is about honoring that part of yourself that wants just a little bit more. That is okay. Please focus on your gratitude. That is so important for what you have right now and where you are right now. But there's no need to shun or to push away that part of you that wants just a little bit more, because that is, once again, going back to your humanity. The human experience is about evolution and about improvement and growth and depth. So when you want something else, that's not being greedy. That's not being, you know, out of pocket. That's not being out of balance. It's helping to motivate you to get to that next place, because you are going further than where you've been before. Okay, you're not done. So there is something inside of you that is promoting you or pushing you forward, and that's a good thing. Let's see. You've also got strength. So that's the lesson. The lesson is strength. How do you determine, you know, like, how am I going to get that next thing done? How am I going to move forward? I don't want to do this, but I know I need to do it. How am I going to get there? Those are the questions that you're asking. And it's developing your strength. Every single thing that you're doing right now is developing and promoting your strength. All right, you've got Three of Coins, which is Three of Pentacles. So you are going to, there's going to be a steady build, a steady flow. for your success, for your progress. And this is both on a personal, like spiritual, personal healing level, as well as your wealth and your creative endeavors. That's just kind of how it's moving. It's steady, but it feels slow sometimes, and that's okay. I also see you collaborating with others, and it's like I see a team effort. But this isn't something that is from start to finish a team effort. Sometimes it feels like it's just you, and you might even feel a little bit isolated sometimes. Divine is inviting you to see that isolation or that loneliness as solitude, where it's just you and your connection to the divine. And you're focused on that. And you're reaping the rewards and the benefits of being so closely connected with your divinity that you don't see it as isolation, you see it as solitude. But that's kind of just how things are moving, where it's sometimes you and the divine, and sometimes it is you working with others, okay? And that's okay to have that, those different frequencies, you know, because we need it all. We need all of that. Okay, I'm pulling some cards for love. Okay, and I want conflicts, what the conflict is, the lesson, and the outcome. All right, so for your love card, you have love at first sight. I feel like something is coming in, someone is coming in, and it's like really fast. It feels very strong, very hot, very passionate, right at the beginning. I feel like it's beautiful though. I feel like it's an experience or a connection where you're going to learn a lot about yourself and about how you connect with others as well. Yeah, this is a soul level connection. Okay, let's see. Wow. For the conflict, you got Ace of Cups. So I feel like there is a disconnect between what you're telling yourself you deserve and what universe is trying to bring you. It's like the doors are open for this connection of love at first sight to come in. But there's something that you're feeling like you don't deserve or you're not ready for at this time. What I will say is I feel like there is a need to, once you connect with this love at first sight situation, okay, where it's kind of, you're hitting the ground running, it's going to really benefit you and this connection in the long run to pace yourself. And that doesn't mean to pull back or pull away from this person, because I feel like it's a very benevolent energy. But there is a need to take your time and not push yourself. Okay, so focus on your self-love. Do things for you that feel good for you and that remind you of how amazing you are. And then also pace yourself with this connection. I feel like it's really lovely and beautiful, but you don't have to do it all at once, okay? You can get there step by step, bit by bit. And that's gonna help you to connect in a really authentic way, where you don't feel like it's forced. You don't feel like it's just something that is there to do or to participate in. No, it's like really a soul level connection that's going to blossom. All right. So take your time with that. But it's beautiful energy. It really is. Okay, so there's no need to pull away. Just take your time. Let it flow naturally. Okay, for money, career, and finances, you've got growth. Ashe, yes. Bring it in. Okay. Expect good news in money matters, a raise or new job offer. Money will soon start flowing to your business and promising opportunities await you. Ashe to all of that. Now, for the tarot pull on that, you've got Two of Swords. So there's something you're trying to really decide on. And I feel like there's just this sense of getting lost in information or being inundated, overwhelmed with information. And yeah. With Ten of Swords, you're seeing that you're ready to move to the next phase. And I feel like you're coming out of this overanalyzing, this getting lost in all of, the decision making that you're trying to move forward with. You're coming into a different phase where you're saying, you know what? I'm not going to struggle anymore. I'm not going to allow myself to walk ahead blinded. And you're going to start seeing things with much more clarity. That's what that light on the horizon is all about, okay? For your outcome, you've got Hanged Man. So you're going to start seeing things from a different perspective. And that's where you're shifting out of this Two of Swords. You're saying, you know what? No, I am not going to focus on the negative. I'm not going to allow myself to be overwhelmed anymore by choices that I'm presented with and over analyzing everything. You're seeing things from a different perspective where you're like, you know what? I can flow in my light and just be like, hey, I said what I said. I made the decision that I made. And you're having more confidence in moving forward with your decisions and with what it is that you want. I love that. All right, we're going to close with a spirit animal card. What spirit animal is coming to group 2? All right, butterfly. Oh, we love the butterfly now. Mind, body, and soul transformation. Transformation on all levels. On all levels. Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. You are being guided to embrace change and detach from what no longer serves you. Begin now to recognize your own beauty and elegance, and the world will do the same. It's like, other people are seeing your beauty and your talent, and you're aligning with that. You're like, wait a minute, I've been missing out. Everybody else is seeing it. I'm going to see it too. I want to see my beauty too. And so you're coming into a phase where it's like you appreciate the transition that you're going through and the transformation that you're making. And it's kind of like a mirrored situation where in the past, other people have seen your beauty first and then you recognized it. And now you're seeing your beauty and other people are appreciating that. They're noticing that confidence and that radiant beauty that you have. So, yes, butterfly energy is absolutely beautiful and it is in your space. It is in your zone right now. So tap into it and enjoy that transformative space that you're in because it's really, really beautiful. All right, group 2, I hope that this reading was helpful to you, and I hope you'll also enjoy your healing sound bath guided meditation. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. And real quick three, let's go ahead and get into your reading with some spiritual guidance. All right, a fiery climax approaches. So something is coming to a head, to a close. I feel like it's something that you've been observing, watching for a long time. And it is finally coming to that place where you're getting evidence of seeing that, okay, this is really happening. For some of you, this is the manifestation of a love connection. For some of you, this is the manifestation of a job opportunity. And I feel like I'm also seeing sort of explosive energy with people coming together. So there could be like a family gathering that is going to, there's going to be some fireworks. I see like 8 of Wands energy where there's lots of communication. So ground yourself through this change, through this climax, because I feel like there's going to be a lot that happens, but it's all going to be a part of your process as far as accepting where you are right now and embracing it instead of fighting it. There's no need to fight this. It doesn't feel really negative. It could just be at times maybe a little bit overwhelming to you, to your energy. I feel like you're a very laid back type of person. You like to just kind of have things flow. And there's some people around you that are not like that. They like to see the drama. They like to see the changes happening because, you know, they've put some things out there that they want to see happen. And they want to see that. They want to see change. They want to see, let's go. You, on the other hand, you like to chill. You like to have peace. It's also because you're more spiritually evolved than some other people around you. You are looking for peace. They are not. And once you accept that as how things are, it's going to be easier for you to experience this change, okay? All right, so for your well-being, Divine is saying, give us your cares. So these are your spirit allies talking to you. These are your angels. These are your ancestors. These are your spirit allies saying, there's more that you're carrying than what you have to. You don't have to carry this load all by yourself. So you can trust that we are working on your behalf. And you don't have to try to figure it all out on your own. I also feel like there are people here in the physical realm who are able to support you. You may not have felt very confident with tapping into that because you're very leery of connections at this point in time. But there is someone or a group around you that's within your reach that is able to provide you with some support at this time that will be really beneficial. It's going to feel good to you. It's going to feel good. It's going to feel very healing. Okay? So you can open up to that. I'm laying a spread for what you need, as well as the lessons involved and the outcome. Okay? So I'm pulling from a couple of decks. Two, three. And last one. One. Oh, that's beautiful. 2, 3. Okay, so Divine is saying that for what you need, this is sort of an awakening as to the possibilities that lay before you. There's an opportunity that you have that you're not seeing because you feel like it's like there's no way that could happen. Like, how could that manifest for me? That's the self-talk that I'm hearing. Yeah. So for the lesson, you've got Ace of Pentacles. That's about believing in the power and the possibility of what you can do. You have not seen it manifest yet here in the third dimension, but it will. And so this connects with also your third eye chakra and being willing to see what you can't see with your physical eyes, being willing to see it in your mind and play with that and be with that and sit with that and say, yeah, I'm on the astral and I'm seeing it. And so if I can see it there, I know that I can see it here in the third dimension as well. So yeah, there's a sense of like with that Five of Pentacles, I see that you're saying to yourself, I can't do that. That's not within my reach. And Divine is like, oh yes, it is. With that Ace of Pentacles, that's the lesson. Now, what this feels like is you've got the Tower energy. So there's something that's going to change. I see major upheaval, major change. But it's not something that will, like I see over a period of days. You know, it's not something major. It's just something that you may go through, a change, where the purpose of that is for you to see the possibilities of what you can do. So there may be, you know, something that you were planning to work on that just seems like, okay, that's not the direction to go in. I need to change directions. Or an option that you were presented with that just doesn't seem like it's going to work out. Well, that's because it wasn't supposed to. Because Divine wants you to understand your power, okay? To produce wealth in your life and to also be at peace and to see the possibilities that you have access to. For what you need, you've got Princess of Discs, which is all about manifestation. Yeah, seeing the possibilities of what you're able to manifest. You've got the Wheel of Fortune there. Divine is saying that there is no limit. There is no limit to what you are able to do. The only limit that exists is the one that you buy into, the one that you confirm, the one that you say, oh yeah, I couldn't do that. That's the only limitation that there is. Okay. Let's see. And for what you need, all right, so there's Three of Swords. So there has been grief in the past, but you know, I feel like there's something that you have felt like you've lost. This could be a love relationship. This could be a partnership with someone on a job or a collaboration or something that you feel like did not go through as you had planned. And Divine is saying that, you know, that grief that you went through and that for some of you, you're still processing, and that is divine timing. So give yourself time and patience. But that grief that you have gone through or are going through, it has taught you so much. And it really is a valuable experience, even though it's been painful. You know, we learn as humans, we learn from our pain. So, yeah, there's no need to shun that part of you that has felt sad or in despair or whatever. Because a lot of times in the spiritual community, it's like, oh, you're supposed to vibe high, you know, shine. And sometimes you just don't feel like shining, and that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to shine every day. But know that once you have felt like you've been in the shadows for a certain period of time, it is time to come back into that sunshine and to shine. Okay? Yeah, so patience with your process. You've also got the devil card here. So I feel like there is a very human tendency right now. And I say human because it's what you're feeling. So many people are feeling. It is human. And I want you to remind yourself that what you feel, it is natural. Okay? There's nothing wrong with you. There is nothing quote unquote abnormal about you. You know, what is normal anyway? What is it? You know, what is normal? But yeah, like there's a need to just give yourself space. There's a need to give yourself time and patience. I feel like that devil energy is really about buying into the thought that you should be anxious or uncomfortable or you should be suffering over something. And Divine is saying to release that, need to, feel like, oh, I have to punish myself because I have to make sure that I have gone through all of the steps and learned all the lessons and, I didn't do this perfectly. And, oh, what does that mean about me? It means that you're human. And it means that you are absolutely on your path and going through the processes that you need to go through in order to learn the lessons that are meant for you to learn. You're not behind, okay? And your outcome is 10 of Cups. So I see emotional harmony. I see a connection coming into a place where it's like, there's fulfillment. There's fulfillment. Emotional harmony. Ooh, that feels nice. All right, I'm going to pull a card or a couple of cards for love. All right. Yes, Ashe. I feel that. Okay, so let's get into this. Okay, we've got 2 more cards here. Okay, Spirit is saying to show this one. All right. So you've got soulmate. 6 of Cups. I feel like this is about a past life experience because with 6 of Cups, that's about a past. It's about the past. So in this case, with it being past love, I'm getting previous lifetimes. This is a soulmate connection that you haven't seen the possibility of manifesting because you were like, I don't know who these people are out here that I'm meeting, but this, like, it must be over and done. Like, you were ready to give up. You were ready to say, I'm over it. But that soulmate card is there. It is not going anywhere. It's there. You've also got Ace of Cups. So this is about building a good love on the foundation of self-love. So it's really important right now that you do the work to nurture yourself, to nurture your own energy, and to make sure that you are vibing high. We don't always vibe high, and that's perfectly fine. But to the best of your ability, vibe high. And that's because you deserve to feel good. And then you are going to attract this really beautiful soulmate, high vibrational, divine love manifested here in the physical between you and your partner type of situation. It's going to be really amazing. You've also got 2 of Pentacles, which is about balance. So you may be feeling like you want to contribute time and energy to your love life, but you're like, wait a minute, I need to do this project, or I need to, it could be spending time with your kids or working on a project that you've committed yourself to. It could be a creative endeavor. And Divine is saying that all of that is going to work out. All of that is going to work out. Just know that when this is a connection like this with this soulmate energy. What you go through with this person is going to be a process. It's going to bring so much depth and so much expansion to your growth process. But it's here for a reason, and it's going to be worthwhile. So even though it might be kind of tricky sometimes trying to maneuver with that Two of Pentacles, like how much time and energy do I give to this or to this or to that, and bringing that balance to your life, it will be worth it. And these are lessons that you're going to benefit from for years to come. So it's worth it. The effort you're putting in will be worth it. Okay, I'm pulling some cards for money. And I want to see the conflict, lesson, and outcome. All right. So you've got for your money, career, and finances, I'm sensing that there is some fear there. There's a fear of not being where you feel like you should be right now. You might feel like you're sort of out of place, or like, I feel like for some of you, you feel like you're in the right field, but doing the wrong thing. You might be sort of dissatisfied right now with how things are going with your coworkers. But I see also like an underlying like fear of not manifesting what you want to with your career and finances long term. Okay. All right, for the conflict, Divine is saying that with 9 of Cups, there is a blockage as to what you think you are able to manifest. 9 of Cups is about wish fulfillment. So what do you think that you deserve? What do you think it is that you deserve? Envision that and check with yourself, like, what is it that I'm walking forward with as far as my daily tasks and my daily interactions, and how I'm communicating with people, and how I'm talking to my, that self-talk that's going on inside my head. What messages am I relaying to myself about what I deserve? Are you seeing the potential for what you can manifest and for what you deserve? I'm seeing total balance to this situation. Like, this is you seeing what is there in the physical realm, but also knowing your power. Okay, so I see that things look like this, but this is where I want to go. I know I deserve it, and I know that it can be mine. And then you're speaking it into existence. This is what I have access to. This is what I own. This is what I accomplish. This is what I achieve. Yeah, so I'm seeing some affirmations for those of you who are witchy, some spell work where you are really visualizing what you want to manifest. And knowing at that same time as you're visualizing it, knowing that you deserve it. And then for your outcome, you have the Magician. So you are manifesting. And you have that power. Please don't forget that. Please don't forget that you have that power to manifest what you want. Okay? All right, group 3. Let's close with a spirit animal card. Oh my God. Dragon. Okay. Okay. Wisdom, spirituality, and abundance. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. You are being guided to tap into your inner wisdom and find your higher purpose. You have a unique gift to present to the world. And whenever that word comes up of unique, it's like, okay, you're different. So there have been times where you thought that you were weird or strange. And you know what? When you embrace that about yourself, that very thing that you have been thinking, oh, I shouldn't show to people, or, this would not go over very well with people, but it's such a deep part of me. Those are the things that Divine wants you to show. And when you gather the courage and the confidence to do that, you're going to notice, like, at first it feels very scary, but then you get comfortable with it because you do it, and then you do it again, and then you do it again, and then you do it again. And it feels so beautiful to put so much of yourself into something. Okay, but also pace yourself, because when you need time to just be and to not push yourself forward or to push yourself out of your comfort zone, sometimes you need that time to just be in your comfort zone, and that's okay too. So it's about balance. Okay, but anyway, the time has come to showcase yourself and your abilities. So you've been holding back. It's time to showcase what you've been holding back. Be strong and courageous through your transition. Yes, that dragon animal spirit is with you, and that's beautiful. I'm also getting Phoenix energy. You've been through a lot, and what you're going through now is just going to, it's like a compounding effect, it's like you've already been through so much, and now what you're going through is just adding to that and enriching the experiences that you've had in the past. And yeah, you're growing stronger and wiser every single day. All right, group 3, I hope that this reading was helpful to you. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope that you'll enjoy your healing sound bath guided meditation. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care.
This sound bath meditation is designed to help you align with your soul's true path and purpose. Begin by taking a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you breathe, release any tension that you feel in your body, allowing yourself to relax completely and let go. I have patience with myself, with my process of healing, learning, and growing. I have a strong, clear connection with my higher self. I have clear psychic vision and strong intuition to know what choices to make. I have the confidence and the motivation that I need to align with my soul's true path and purpose. So must it be on all dimensions. Ashe.